Alright guys, Chad here, Adventure 101, back at the 4Runner. I want to start doing filler on this back panel. Before I do that, I want to put the door back on, just so that everything's lining up. When I do the filler line, I want to make sure all my lines, seam lines match, body lines match, whatever, so that it looks straight down the panel. The factory door hinges are completely shot, so I could not find for the life of me anything other than bottom door hinges. So I do not see why there's two different ones, why you can't buy the tops, but from what I can see, besides the fact that this hinge is cut here and the standard hinge has this out piece, anything different from these, when you lay them side by side on the panel here, bring the camera over and I'll show you. I don't see a difference. So if you look at, there's the bottom hinge driver's door, top hinge driver's door. Bottom hinge driver's door tilting in. This is supposed to be the bottom hinge for the passenger side. So I thought at first, because this one's cut, maybe this body seam is the reason why they've just cut the bracket off. But when I take the one that I believe should be the top, and I put it on there, it actually fits in there no problem, minus the old seam seal that's on it. So I'm going to try to mount these ones top and bottom. I'll buy another set for the other side because I wanted to confirm this was right before I did it. And then we'll install the door, get it all squared up, and then we can start working on body filler. First thing I'm going to do is chisel off this old body, the seam seal or whatever it is, and give it a wire brush, because I want to be able to adjust this door to perfectly square in the opening, and then have a nice straight line to deal with for lining up all the body panels, or body lines, sorry. So that's where we're at. We're gonna first off deal with this, get the door hung. So let's get to it. So we got the door all lined up. It's looking pretty good. I got my filler, hardener, spreader. I'm going to wipe it down with Lithium-Ion or U-Pull, whatever, sorry, U-Pull. They're solvent-based degreaser. Just give the panel a wipe down, and then I'll let it dry, flash off, and then I'll mix up some putty, and we'll start applying filler. Again, I'm not a professional bodyman by any means. I haven't even done any filler work for a lot of years. I'm just going to take my time, lay it on thin, and then I'll do my best. Now, something that you guys probably don't see on camera and I didn't really explain is because I decided not to run the outers, the outer flares, the factory kind of look, I made these inner tubs deeper. I pushed this panel out, so my panel comes from my door and then gradually pulls out here. and then pulls back in here to the body line to give me a bit of a wider panel. From factory, I think I'm an inch shallower than with the actual step out on it. So because I'm going to be running the 40s, I wanted to kind of pull it out and then give it kind of a different shape. And then when I run my mud flap, it actually runs from here to 48 inches long down here. As soon as those show up, I'll show you what I mean. And then I'll probably rib nut those in, and then I can seal it all from the inside as well. So right now we're going to just grab our degreaser, wipe this panel down with a clean rag, and then we'll mix up the metal. Applying putty to it. Alright guys, so I'm using a Featherite, it's USC 21330, it's just a lighter filler. Everything I've read online, everything is to stir this up really good, get it well mixed if it's been sitting. So I'm going to do that, and then about a 4-inch puddle I'm going to do with my hardener. I'll make one stripe across the distance of a 4-inch puddle. I'll use the 4-inch, and it's basically the width of my spreader. So we're going to do that. Again, I'm not a bodyman. This is just me doing me and trying to do things. I don't want to mix a ton because I'm not a, like I said, I'm not a bodyman, so I want to take my time and not waste product too, so. Because filler ain't cheap anymore. Everything I've seen online says do a kind of a figure-8 motion with it. If you were painting this vehicle, I'd be a lot more worried about air bubbles. Because I'm not painting this vehicle and it's going to be Raptor lined, I'm not overly worried about if there's much for air bubbles in it. But just a note to self when you're doing it. Got it. So move over to the 4Runner and we'll apply some. guys, this is just a quick note. So when you do your hardener, if you mix it too hard or with too much hardener, I literally went from the top of the panel down, and by the time I got here, it was already so hard that that's what it did. So I'll have to knock all that back off. You can see the difference in the blue. So that amount of hardener gives me a lot more time to work with, and it's hardening up just fine. So note to self when you're doing it, you just wanna go a little less hardener, especially if you don't have experience applying it, and then work your way up. Just work with the layers. Now we're gonna knock this one down, some 80 grit, and then this is the line I need to fill. It's only a 1/16 of an inch. It looks a lot more, but it's obviously because I've built up on each side of it as well. So we're gonna knock that down and then try to run a nice clean line, if I can, down that center, because I've got a 5-inch putty blade, and 4 inches is about from peak to peak. So, and I need literally a 1/16 of an inch to fill that. So there's my first pass. I did 180 with the orbital the big orbital, and then, or I guess polisher sander. And then with the battery operated orbital, I did 100, just so I could smooth it out, a little more control with the smaller one. Definitely have some low spots obviously still that I need to get in, but now I've got it cut down pretty close to the width I need to actually get my next layer of putty. I need to fill in that little section in the middle. So, and then I'll continue down this panel and get right to the bottom on it. This panel's coming out pretty good. Actually, corner, there's still there was a dent here and a dent here. I just got to fill those a little bit more, but it's getting there. So we'll mix some more putty up. We'll blow this off first, obviously, mix some more putty up, and then we'll put another coat on. Hopefully, that's the second coat does most of the covering, and I only have to do a little touch-up coat after that. All right guys, so I've just been blocking it out. I think this is my third coat of filler on it. The ends are pretty good to about here. And the same with here, it's pretty good right now, pretty happy with it. Rolling pretty nice with the body lines. When the door is closed, it looks pretty good. The only issue I'm having is a low spot from here to here. And this is probably because this is where the most of the heat came, so it worked a bit more in there. So probably do a fourth coat of filler on it and sand some more. I'm gonna block a little bit more here and then probably go and blow it off one more time and then add a little more skim coat on it, and hopefully that'll be the last of the filler on this side. I may do a little touch up around the wheel wells. It's so minimal, but I don't think it would matter if I put the filler on it or not. I think the bed liner, I'll go a little thicker. My first coat, I think the first couple coats on the bed liner, I'll go a little bit thicker, and then I'll do my fine coat to dust the whole thing to make it this more smoother texture I'm looking for, but that'll then fill in all those little imperfections as well. So I think that's where we're at. I think we're pretty close. A little more handwork and then we'll I think we'll be able to prime this side out. All right guys, so filler work is all done for this panel. I'm happy with the way it's come out. Looks really good. The only thing I done that wasn't on film, I guess, was just gave it a tack cloth down now. Now I'm going to use U-Pole's high build primer. I'm using all of their products because that's the Raptor liner, that's what makes it. So I'm trying to stick with all their products so that there's no reason why this shouldn't adhere the way it's supposed to. So we're just going to throw a coat of primer on it for now, and this side is done, and we're going to start cutting up the other side. Guys, so that's it. This episode. This quarter panel is done. I'll add more primer later on. Right now it's just one coat's fine. I'm sure I'll see some other little imperfections. Before I paint, I'll go over the whole thing and just see if there's something that I want to fill. But that should be it. So see you on the next one. Like, follow, subscribe, comment below. Tell me I'm doing everything wrong. I'm fine with it. You won't hurt my feelings. Have a good one.